Stop guessing about team email management. In this video, I'll teach you the simple process for configuring distribution lists and shared inboxes within Google Groups. You'll be sorted in minutes. So there's two different places to access emails if you are using a collaborative group or if you want to access emails. One way is to actually use the groups service. And so for that, you would use a distribution list, but effectively you still set it up in a Google group. So the first thing you want to do is head along to your admin panel. And then once we're in, we're going to go to our directory and then groups. And this is where we configure what's known as a distribution list, but is effectively a group email. I've got one here that's probably a good example, which is our feedback group. So if customers are not having a great experience, they can email feedback@itgenius.com, and that goes to a few key people in the business, myself, our CEO Scott, and one of our operational executives Red. So the three of us are members of this group, and the group email is feedback@itgenius.com. Now effectively that becomes a group email address. Now importantly, if you want to set up a group like this, you need to allow people outside your company to send emails to that email, right? So if that was info@ or sales@ or some other kind of shared mailbox inside your business. To set that up, you would first go to the groups service. You would create a group. Now, I generally tick the security button to make any group able to be used as a security group. Doesn't really matter in this instance. But here we have the group permissions. And important, who can post to the group? That basically controls whether or not people can email this email address from external accounts. So you definitely want to make sure that that is ticked to external, because that means that people can email that external email address and the responses are going to come into the group. You've got some other options here, and I've got other videos on setting up groups on what the different options do. You don't necessarily need members from outside your organization because that just controls who can see the group. You just need to have who can post, make sure that's open to external. And then I typically lock down groups to only invited users so I can control who gets access to that. But then once the group is actually set up, if you go to groups.google.com, it'll show you all the different groups that you're a part of. Now, some of these are going to be security only groups, but you will be able to see the new group that you just created. Now, I'm going to show my production feedback group here. So here's what the group service looks like. You'll see a list of different conversations, which are emails that are coming in. You'll see, obviously, if they're in the queue, that basically means active and able for someone to respond. And I'm going to open up a spam email here. And this spam email has come in. And basically, I've got the option here to reply. Now, I can reply to author, which is going to just reply to that person, or I can choose to reply to all, which is going to reply, and it's also going to give me an email alert out to everybody else who is a member of this mailbox, right? This is one way of managing your emails. Google Groups gives you this interface to manage it. I can reply here, everyone can see my replies. I can star a conversation. If I star a conversation, then it's gonna sit in the starred folder. I can mark them as spam if I want. I can effectively do some basic triage of emails here. If you need more help with what we've covered in this video, itGenius provides support services to businesses all over the world with problems just like this. Click the link below to get started.